local, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
We have new information tonight about the deadly shooting at the Hollingsworth textile plant. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Carol Goldsmith.
And I'm Nigel Robertson in for Michael. We're now getting insight into those first moments after someone discovered the bodies of two security guards after they were shot and killed at the Hollingsworth textile plant last Friday.
Here's a portion of the 911 call from the woman who first saw them.
Just rolled down here to deliver my papers, and I see two people laying down and look like blood all over.
Okay, did you say you thought somebody got shot?
Looks like it.
Okay. And you just found them that way?
Yes.
Okay. Are you with them now?
No, I'm scared to go down there. I don't know who done it, and I'm scared to be down there by myself.
Deputies say 65-year-old Bobby Wood and 53-year-old Richard Ellison died from gunshot wounds. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office called their deaths a senseless thrill killing. He said 23-year-old Evan Bennett killed the two guards last Friday. Then Monday night, officials say Bennett shot and killed his stepfather, then turned the gun on himself after a confrontation with an officer at the Greenville County Law Enforcement Center.
Crews have identified the body of a man pulled from the Broad River this morning. 25-year-old Todd Michael Moore was swimming with friends when they told deputies he went under the water and did not come out. WYFF News 4's Allie Miles has the story.
According to Sheriff David Taylor, this sandbar is a misleading area. There's a significant drop-off, and the water levels fluctuate during storms and throughout the day.
We had to battle the elements of the water and the elements of the weather. We were able to get back in here this morning and get in where we needed to be.
Crews from Newberry, Spartanburg, and Union counties helped with the recovery mission after going home late last night when the storms rolled in.
We're fortunate to have several groups in the upstate that we can call on.
Locals say people will come to this area of Broad River to drink and swim with friends. The sheriff doesn't know if alcohol was a contributing factor, but says Moore might not have been more aware of the depth of the water.
We've talked to members of this family, and the family has said that he was not an avid swimmer, so I think that was probably a contributing factor as well.
The coroner will be performing an autopsy. In Union, Allie Miles, WYFF News 4.
All right, let's send things over to Chief Meteorologist John Sestrich
He
now.
is live and local and on the road at the South Carolina Apple Festival in Westminster. John?
Good evening, Carol and Nigel. Yeah, it's here right in downtown Westminster for the South Carolina Apple Festival. I'll talk more about the festival, but first I want to chat weather. Yesterday, the last couple of nights, we've had some very electrical thunderstorms. So far, things are fairly quiet. We had some thunderstorms fire up late this afternoon. Take a look at live Super Doppler 4 HD. But those thunderstorms that were actually to the south of us here, south of Walhalla and also in Westminster, actually weakened considerably. So right now we're looking at some showers around the area, but it's nice and dry here. No excuses not to come down to the festival. But we'll see a pretty good chance of scattered showers and heavy thunderstorms developing later tonight, again, and possibly for the next several days. And then we really start to cool down, a nice cool down for next week. I'll talk more about that in detail a little bit later on. Now back to you, Nigel.
John, thank you. Crews began treating Lake Hartwell today in the hopes that it'll make the water taste and smell better. WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither is live and local in our Anderson newsroom. And Mandy, is the new treatment safe?
Well, Nigel, the treatment is being headed up by Dr. John Rogers of Clemson University. He says there's, quote, a huge margin of safety for people. He says he's treated water in several other states this way with high levels of success. Now today, boats started applying the copper and hydrogen peroxide-based algicide to Lake Hartwell around the water intake area. They're focusing only on areas of the lake where the algae that's causing the bad smell and taste is located. Officials with the Anderson Regional Joint Water System say if this new treatment works, the plant will have better water within a week. How long it will take to see relief at homes will depend on how far away you live from the plant. Now, a lot of viewers are still using bottled water, and they have asked whether they are going to get a break on their bills. I asked that question today to Scott Willett. He's the executive director of the Joint Water System, and here is what he had to say.
I think the short answer is no, there's not any. Number one, the Joint Water System has no direct customers. We're a wholesaler. We supply to member agencies.
But do you get money
to supply
the water that the money that's generated by the joint water system. The joint water system is a nonprofit. There's no profit. There's no kitty. Effectively, we operate on a cost allocation basis. On any given year, we collect only enough money to operate that year.
Now, Willette also said that the customers who are buying bottled water are not buying theirs because they're not consuming it, and he says and insists that the drinking water meets all safe drinking water standards.
The water, as we've said, has been safe at all times.
Right, but the water, as you probably know, has at times been brown. It's smelled not good. It's tasted not good. So, I mean, do you blame customers for not wanting to drink that?
I don't blame a customer for any choice they make, regardless of what that choice may be. Even when we're in 100%, when the water is perfect in every way, there's still a portion of the customers who make other choices.
Now, one of the customers came to the news conference with a 2-month-old filter from his house that was fully brown. He says that he was told to keep in contact with crews so they can see how their system is working. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4, live in the Anderson newsroom.
Mandy, thank you. Police say a case of shoplifting caught on camera involved 4 adults, a child, and a dog. WYFF News 4's Mike McCormick is in Gaffney with why the crime could lead to charges of attempted murder.
Cherokee County 911.
Cherokee County dispatchers got a 911 call from the Polo store at the Gaffney Premium Outlets last Thursday night around 8:30. Police say the 4 people you'll see in this surveillance video were the reason for that call for help. You can see a woman in a fast food uniform holding a child, a woman in a Batman shirt, a woman carrying a dog in her big purse, and a man. According to an incident report, the group filled 2 tote bags with clothes and left the store. An employee told police he followed the thieves out to the parking lot to get the license plate number from their white Ford Focus, which had a paper dealer tag.
They grabbed and run, and the guy just shot a gun and one of my kids out in the parking lot. They dug off and they're gone.
According to the report, the employee was 10 to 15 yards from that getaway car when the guy in it,
It was a young boy. He's probably 18, 19, 20 years old.
put his arm out the window and fired a shot from a handgun. A cash reward is being offered for information that leads to arrests in this case. If you have any information, call the Gaffney Police Department. The number is 864-489-8115. Mike McCormick, WYFF News 4 in Gaffney.
Greenville police say a woman is under arrest after nabbing a man's wallet. As you can see in the surveillance video, officers say a handicapped customer is waiting in line when a woman slips his wallet out of his back pocket. It happened at the BP on East Ferris Road on Tuesday. 20-year-old Leah Johnson is charged with purse snatching.
A Georgia man whose young son died after he was left in a hot car has been charged with murder in the toddler's death. Today, Justin Ross Harris was indicted on multiple charges, including malice murder, felony murder, and cruelty to children. Harris has been in jail since his arrest the day his son died. He told police he accidentally forgot to drop his son off at a daycare. A police detective testified at a hearing in July that Harris was sitting in his office exchanging nude photos with several women the day his son died. Atlanta police say a group of demonstrators pushing for higher wages for fast food workers have been arrested and they are in jail. A police spokesman says a group of about 10 people accused of ignoring repeated demands to leave the road in front of a McDonald's restaurant have been charged with blocking traffic. The protest was one of many held across the country that included fast food workers and others calling for a $15 an hour minimum wage and the right to unionize without the threat of retaliation.
An attorney representing a South Carolina mom charged with driving her minivan into the ocean with her 3 children inside says she's severely disoriented due to low blood sugar. Ebony Wilkerson's blood sugar level is expected to be discussed during a hearing tomorrow. The 32-year-old is facing attempted second-degree murder and child abuse charges. Her 3 children survived.
The Spartanburg County Parks Department will unveil plans tonight for Berry Field and Cleveland Park in Spartanburg. Plans include pedestrian bridges, a fitness trail, and a memorial plaza. Now, this is the park where the mini train wrecked in 2011, killing Benji Easler and injuring many more children. Much more tonight at 11 o'clock. Actress and comedian Joan Rivers passed away this afternoon at a New York hospital. Rivers was hospitalized last week after she went into cardiac arrest at a Manhattan doctor's office following a routine procedure. Daughter Melissa Rivers said she died surrounded by family and close friends. Joan Rivers was known for crashing the male-dominated realm of late-night talk shows. Then she exposed badly dressed celebrities on her show Fashion Police. Joan Rivers was 81 years old.